The best feeling in this game is when a character you really wanted is getting a rerun. Whether you lost the 50-50, had to skip them, or just couldn't get enough Primo Gems in time. Well, for me, that was Nahida. I actually skipped her twice because I was prioritizing constellations for my mains. But I lived in regret every day, and I was really hoping for her rerun, so I actually saved up a lot. This was definitely one of the most anticipated reruns for me. And this video was supposed to be only about Nahida, but you'll see what happens. I'm finally going to get Nahida! Oh my god. 102 wishes of me saving up. Let me check my pity. I have a guarantee. I'm not sweating. I'm not nervous. Imagine I get 2 in one 10 pull. Okay, this is my pity. No longer Nahida list. Let's go. Gaming. Oh my god! 50 pulls? Okay, Gaming. No. Maybe this pull. No. This is my C80 Farzan. This is the one. Maybe not. No. She's home! Nahida's home! I'm so happy. Yippee! Oh! She said she's talking. Oh my god, I have Nahida on my account. Finally, oh my god. Should I use my rest of my polls? Should I go for it? Oh no, my hand slipped. What? 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 Hello? Oh my. Okay. At least it was early. Finally. I'm so happy I have Nahida. He's so cute. I love him. Oh, his idol. Oh, he's so cute. This is like actually legitimately painful. Look at this. My C2 Dia. Alright, let me give her some artifacts. Alright, I have deep wood. It's not like the best, but like it is what it is, you know? She's triple EM, right? That's like that's the vibe. She only got 594 EM. Oh, Lord have mercy. I guess she doesn't really need crit rate, right? And this weapon isn't even fully leveled up. I said I was prepared for Nahida, but I'm gonna say no. I don't really know why, but I wanted to try her at level 1 versus a level 90 Raiden, but I mean, it did not go as well as I had hoped it would. Actually, I don't know what I was expecting. I just like fighting Raiden, okay? I was delusional enough to think I would survive. When I did get to that point, she did not eat at all. So, as I mentioned before, Nahida was actually one of my most anticipated reruns that I've ever had in this game. I pre-farmed for her because I really did not want to have to go scrambling for materials and feel like I wasn't prepared at all. And there we go, she is fully ascended. Of course, I got my 3 blue wishes from ascending her, and I was really excited to see what I pulled. To absolutely no one's surprise, it was literally nothing. And I got her to level 90 because I felt like she really deserved it. And since I was so prepared, I pre-farmed her talent materials too, and it felt very satisfying to get them all done in one go. Or mostly one go. I think I ran out of some materials and had to convert them, but that's besides the point. I think eventually I want to triple crown her. I know that she probably doesn't need it, but I really like her as a character, and I triple crown characters that I like. I only have like 4 characters triple crowned, and I think most of my other characters I like are double crowned. I think this weapon would be good on her. I might end up trying Woodsith later to see, but I probably should have gotten it to level 90. I barely had any XP books after leveling her to 90. I want to eventually level him up and use him in the future. I remembered she could read minds with her skills, so I went to test that out, and I ended up wishing I didn't because of this guy. This guy is no thoughts head empty like me for real. Also remembered that you can go around and grab things with her skill, so I was running around and having a lot of fun with that, clearly. She did a pretty good amount of damage on her own as a DPS, but she truly shined as a support for my other characters. Nahida definitely felt like the part of my Dendro and Electro teams that I was missing, and it's very nice to see how much more my characters can do with her. Even my horribly built Alhaitham was able to dish out some damage. He definitely would not have done this much damage without her, that's for sure. It's actually insane how much EM you can get with Kazuha, C2, and Nahida. She started off with just 85, and after they used their burst, she has 535. In the future, I would like more EM on my Keqing though. The Spiral Abyss is always a good place to test your damage. I wanted to try doing this Abyss before it reset with Nahida just to see how everything would go. I think it went pretty well for the most part, and I'm enjoying playing Keqing a lot more. There was nothing really that exciting going on in Chamber 2. Now, this is where things got interesting. I'm pretty sure the Hydrotolpa has more HP than most of the things we get in Abyss, and I will admit it was not smooth sailing for me. It took me a lot longer than I would have wanted it to because this thing moves around quite a bit. For Nahida's first time in the Abyss, she did really well because I was actually able to 36 star it with my team. The Abyss reset and gave us new enemies that I was not very excited about. Typically for boss fights in Abyss, I like to take my Wanderer Hyper Carry team, but since the Weena was in the second half, I didn't even really want to go through the frustration. I find it very annoying how many bosses in Abyss have had Anemo resistance lately, and the fact that they move around so much is not great. I think the Weena has to be my least favorite thing to fight out of everything in the Abyss ever. It does not want to sit still, and the window you have to attack it after it goes down is very small. Yes, I bursted out of frustration. I also find it pretty funny how the third chamber is almost always the easiest one. Like, you would assume it would start off easier and get harder, but that's not always the case. Another day, another slay. All of that hard work just for another copy of Noelle. I wanted to test some other teams with her in Abyss, and I had some funny moments like this. I used to never be someone who ran Abyss for fun. I would usually just clear it, and then that was it. But for some reason with the past 2 cycles, I've been having fun, even though this one is infuriating with the amount of times that they move. My strategy this time for the Weena was actually to get all of my burst and set up in advance, because they really did not give you a big enough window. This monster got me so frustrated I was bursting while it was almost dead already. I did really enjoy this team even though I didn't have a true healer. I was running Prototype Amber Nahida just to see how that would work out for me. I actually enjoyed it a lot, and I really want to start working on an EM build for my Raiden because she doesn't have one right now. The one thing I will say about this Abyss is even though it's frustrating that they move around a lot, their attacks are very obvious, so you don't actually need a true healer from my testing. I had a lot of fun playing Nahida, and this is where I would have ended, but at least one more poll. Okay. Yeah, just one. Just one. Just one. Just one. Just one. Just 2. Just 2. Just 3. Oh, worth. Just 4. Oh, okay. Just 5. There we go. I got her. 50 pity. Okay. Let's go. Oh, she's talking. Well, there goes my guarantee, but it's fine. I had to. It was probably not the best financial decision to do this, but it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's not a big deal. I didn't have to spend any money to get her and Nahida, so I will take that. Now, will I regret it for Yai's banner? Maybe. Maybe. There's a bit, but like, maybe. But we'll think about that another day. I really want Yai Miko, and I could have very easily saved my guarantee to get her, but I wanted to have every Anemo character, and I thought she was pretty cool. It was really exciting to have a new area to explore, even though my map isn't completely 100%. And I gotta say, I enjoyed how easy some of the puzzles were. It was refreshing. I don't know why I brought her out when she's not built, but it was kind of funny. Gotta love running around and gathering resources for a character that you couldn't pre-farm for. I unlocked the second part of the map and I was really annoyed with this empty space, but I later figured out that you unlock it through a quest. Then I had to fight her boss over and over again. I unironically enjoy playing Kaching so much more with Nahida now. I mean, she is C6, so I gotta get some kind of use out of her. It should be illegal for an AR-60 player to only get 2 drops. Since I wasn't expecting to get her at all, I had no XP books leftovers, so here is a montage of me fighting ley lines. Riveting gameplay, I know, but you gotta do what you gotta do. I leveled her up to 40 and ascended her, then I realized I'm gonna have to grind XP books all over again. Clearly I was prepared to get her. Yep. Doing quests in co-op is so funny because your friends just make it into the cutscene. I'm grateful this turtle came here with these jades that made my life so much easier. Since I had no talent books, I had to fight her talent domain a few times, but luckily it was very easy to do. I guess I could have farmed them in advance, but I really didn't plan on pulling her. After doing that, I leveled up her talents a little bit. It wasn't that much because she wasn't fully ascended though. For the sake of not making this too long or repetitive, I fought her boss off screen, and I got her ascended again to the point where she unlocked a talent, which I think would be very good for her. Oh yeah, and I got Nahida to level 9 as well. When you're trying to do a showcase on the Skara boss, her auto-targeting is actually pretty annoying. You end up getting stuck and not able to change fast enough, or you just simply fall off of the platform completely. At least from down here I can change my character and still be effective. I wanted to see what she could do supporting my niece, and she ate that so hard. I also went back to do some Raiden showcasing with Nahida just to see how much she would do, and kinda ran into a problem where the boss died before I could even do anything. And that happened more than once. Well, third time's the charm, right? I wish I got constellations on her, but I was saving up for Nahida. Got her leveled up and ascended again, and did some more talents. This was a pretty long process, since I didn't use any fragile resin for her. Would it even be a Xianyun video if you did not test her with Xiao, one of the characters that she was made for? I mean, obviously, he's not the only one, but he's kind of what you think of when you think of a plunge DPS. He used to be my main, so I was excited to use him again. And if you're not new to my channel, you will know one of my favorite characters is Kazuha, another character that benefits off of plunge damage. So I had to test him too. Shout out to this random person who joined my world and started playing a song for me. I wanted to try with D-Luke because I know he has a very high plunge multiplier, but I probably shouldn't have done Bennett's Burst first because it ended up running out before I was fully finished. But you know what? He's still 8, so it's okay. I wanted to try another plunge D-Luke showcase with my friend's characters, and he did a lot better this time. I also just wanted to do it with my level 20 Gumming, just for fun. He kinda ate that. I honestly love exploring with her and just jumping around in general. I feel like it made it worth the pull for me. I also really like that she opens up a new playstyle for teams. I like that as long as her skill is active, you don't take any fall damage, but if you mistime it, it can be very deadly. The true test here is how well she can do against Timmy's birds. I missed a few, but she's pretty solid. I also love her animations so much, I think they look really pretty. After doing this, I thought that you could actually use her skill on water, but I found out later that that was not the case. I thought it was funny that my pillar just launched this guy off of the cliff. I could definitely do this faster attacking normally, but where's the fun in that? I feel really bad because this thing just wanted me to take it home and hang out with his friends, and I ended up scaring them away. These two are now my favorite exploration combo. It just feels really satisfying to use the two of them together, and the fact that the cooldowns almost line up. I realized I hadn't tried her in the Abyss yet, and what better team to do it than with my DPS Kazuha. I was having way too much fun with this. I pretty much never run DPS Kazuha anymore, but it's always fun when I do it. And yeah, I'm pretty sure he would do more damage if I had C6 Bennett, but I really like my Anemo infusion. I wish that we could turn constellations on and off. And for the record, I don't think C6 Bennett is a bad constellation. I actually think it's a really good constellation, but I really like Anemo DPS Kazuha, what can I say? I thought it would be kind of funny to use the two of them together. I mean, this is a video focusing on both of them, so why not use them in the same team? I gotta say I was not expecting this result. The plunge playstyle with a bunch of different characters is really funny to me. I don't know, I enjoy it a lot. I definitely had a lot of fun playing both of these characters. I think that if I had to recommend one or the other, I would choose Nahida because she has overall usefulness in many different comps. Xianyun is really fun. I wouldn't call her a must pull, but I feel like you won't regret it if you get her. I think she is really good though, and she does open up the plunging playstyle to other characters, which I find pretty fun. But yeah, that's all for me. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate everyone, and I hope that you have a good day.